Here, trade me. I did not look at the nose. Okay.
Welcome to the Fox Valley Fantasy Football Show! And we are off center a bit, but we're going to go with it.
I don't know if you've watched any of the episodes earlier, but usually my left arm is always off screen.
I'm like in the middle of the screen
every single episode.
We do have a live studio audience tonight who can make these adjustments.
Right, Nathan, can you maybe slide that just a smidge?
Turn it a little bit toward John.
Just a little towards John.
All right, before we get too far,
there we go. That's
go
better.
In here.
Yeah,
that's
woo. We got it.
Oh, just a touch more.
We have the technology.
Too much.
That's too. There we go.
There.
Look at that. Perfect.
Yeah.
Nice work, Nathan.
Okay, before we get too far, though, last week I shared, but it was at the end.
Yes.
I appreciate you guys doing this show with me.
Yes.
It takes a lot of work to figure it out. Figuring out the whole live stream to even work this whole year with Pastor Daniel.
Yes.
Our head writer over there who's always keep it going.
Yep.
You are the CRO.
Okay.
Of the show, the Chief Ranting Officer.
I like it. I like it. I'll take that.
Working long hours, traveling across the country, still coming to showing up for the show. Your wife is about to have a baby, and you just say, "Go home. I'm going to do the show anyway." So I appreciate it.
Yes. It's good to be here.
Thank you, guys.
It's good to not have had to travel this week, which was nice.
Yeah.
And everybody was gone over the weekend for Jen and I, so. I was going to tell you guys a story about that while the kids were at youth camp. And so a fun story that both of the kids, they told you. Youth convention. They went to youth convention. They both had some things going on in their bodies. They got prayed for and they got healed, which is praise the Lord on that. And
Me too, actually.
And I know. I heard a lot of good stories. And so you guys probably don't know this, but Jen and I had been having some sharp pains. And it mostly in our rear ends. And that weekend, those pains just went away. And we felt fantastic. The whole weekend of youth convention, it was a miracle. Now, they are coming back a little bit, but it was, so, I mean, healing's all around on this.
This is what we need. We need to push a button that will just mute him when he starts saying things like that. About how that happens. Hey, if you're watching, say hi to us in the chat. And tonight's quick question.
Quick question, John. We're going to do a little different format. You ready for this?
I'm not, but let's do it anyway.
We'll start with Daniel since he knows what we're doing here.
Yeah,
your personal top 5 things to do on your day off. So top 5. What do we got, Daniel?
So we're so am I doing all 5?
Yep, all 5. Your top 5.
Right, top 5. Obviously fish.
Okay.
Gotta have
fishing.
that.
Yes.
Fishing is number 1.
Yeah.
Golf would be up there.
Okay.
I don't know if that's necessarily number 2, but
yeah,
it's up there.
Yeah. Okay.
Golf is nowhere in the top 100 for me. I can't hit the ball.
That's okay.
But this is Daniel's top 5.
Do house projects.
Yes.
It sounds
you
bad,
like
but
doing that.
I like doing house projects.
All right.
go on a date.
Yes.
Love dates.
Yeah.
I like how that's number 4.
Well, it's
after
got,
fishing, golf, and housework.
I can't say
taking my wife out on a date.
Anyway. Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. Last one would have to be, maybe like trying a new restaurant. Or
Okay.
something.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
I like it. Those are good. John, you want to go or you want me to go?
I want you to go.
Okay. So my top one is obviously playing golf. Love to get out and play golf on a day off. Nothing better than taking a day off to get out and hit the golf course. That's fantastic. Yeah, I mean, nothing better. The second thing I would say is I love when we do something active as a family. So we either go play pickleball or Isaac and I go shoot baskets. I love doing stuff with the kids. I always have. It's a lot of fun. We don't get to do it as often anymore. And Abby, it's tougher just because of her life and things she likes to do. But I enjoy doing that when we go do that. Yeah. I agree with you. Going out to a restaurant is probably my number 3. Yeah. Love it if Jen and I go somewhere. We love to drive to Oshkosh, go get tacos, do something like that. That makes for a great day off. Love that. The next thing, number 4, watch YouTube. I have so many YouTube shows.
Are you 13 or what?
Oh, there are so many of the golf shows and things that I just love to spend a few hours watching YouTube. I could enjoy that for a long time. And number 5, playing some video games. Just give me my afternoon.
You are 13.
I am a go in the basement of the house and just chill. Those are some of my favorites. Yes,
YouTube and video games.
Yes.
All right.
John.
Number 1, go for a run.
Okay.
I got a 2.5 mile in the morning.
Put that up
Yeah.
Number 2, I like to make myself a nice little breakfast.
Okay.
A little omelet.
Yes.
With some veggies, some meat in there, bacon or sausage you put in there.
I need something to drink quick. I'll be right back.
I just, I stayed for your part of the show.
This is new. We've never had someone. Well, I've left in the middle of a show due to a rant, but not just left and walked out. But anyway, carry on, John.
Anyways, I've gotten into making breakfast. I can't make anything complicated.
Sure,
it's like scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
But I just there in the morning, just take some time, make myself, because usually on a regular work day, morning or whatever,
don't get to do that.
You're too busy. You're lucky if you have anything, maybe a cup of coffee, but I like doing that. Third thing, going to the comic shop and coming home and reading some comics.
Yeah, there you go.
First of all, there's not a 13-year-old that you know has ever been inside of a comic book shop because it's all digital.
Actually.
Yeah. That's fair enough. Yeah.
There's no 13-year-olds that you know that have been in there. Is what I said. I didn't know any 13-year-olds.
I don't know any 13-year-olds.
Number 4, I like going to the movies.
Yeah.
A nice movie would be fun, a Marvel show.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to see the Marvels that are coming up? Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel?
Probably not.
I'm so far behind the Marvel movies.
Yeah, probably not.
How are you behind?
Yeah.
I've seen everyone like 15 times, if at
Once
the
they
least.
started getting the shows going, it's like I just felt so far behind.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch the
It's
shows.
not even worth it.
Okay.
To pick it
Movies
up.
are easy.
Yeah, movie. Okay.
Right.
Last one. Did you
I have one more?
I don't remember. You might have hit them all.
Something I like to do on the day off is, do stuff with the family.
Yep.
This summer, the whole family was at the lake several times. Go on the lake, swimming, doing whatever. Campfire.
Yep.
We went out to my mother-in-law's last weekend. We raked her whole front yard of leaves.
Yep.
It wasn't necessarily fun, but all of us being together, like you said, just being together and doing anything.
Yes.
Anything.
Exactly. All right, there we go. Good deal. Put in the chat.
Stuff.
Looks like Nathan got his in there. Put in the chat. What are your top 5 things to do on a day off? For Jen, it would be work, and go on a day trip. That would be her.
Well, I thought day trip might be at the top, but
it's behind after we do a whole bunch of work. But anyway, yes.
Anyway.
Alrighty, here we go. We are on to the stud and the bust. We are going to kick it off with the stud of the week. The stud, CeeDee Lamb, had his biggest week in quite a while. 42 points, 12 catches for 158 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 rush attempt for 12 yards with no touchdowns. So
did you like a guy you traded away scoring so many points?
Yeah, holy cow.
I gotta wonder if we hadn't made that trade, if I would have won.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have.
Yeah.
Judah crushed me this week.
Yeah. No, that's right. This was actually the trade matchup.
It was
isn't
the
it?
trade, but then they played each other.
Okay, all right. We'll get to that then. All right, good deal. So, CeeDee Lamb had a big week. Some honorable mentions. Boy, DeAndre Hopkins, where did that come from? With Will Levis. Nobody planned that. 35.8
He's a gunslinger.
Yeah.
Guess who picked
Jameer
up for Levis this
Gibbs.
week?
Daniel, Jameer Gibbs.
But he's playing the Steelers this week.
Yeah.
They're gonna
How did
destroy
that
him.
one feel? Jameer Gibbs, 30.9
again,
points.
wouldn't have mattered. I would have lost anyway if I started.
McCaffrey, 29.8.
Speaking of Jameer Gibbs, Youth League.
A.J. Brown. Nathan, how about that? 34 points. A.J. Brown is on a tear. We'll get to that in a little bit. Josh Allen, 30.
By the way, in case you don't know, Nathan is sitting over there. You might hear him a couple.
30.06 points for Josh Allen and Gus Edwards out of nowhere.
Gus
Again, he had a
Bus.
good week last week too,
did.
but 29.4 points. Judah had CeeDee Lamb in the men's league. Evan had him in the youth league, and both of them
We'll
won
talk
this
about
week,
that,
so
yeah,
we get to that
yeah.
later.
Evan, what up? Evan and I are having a
And now for the
ongoing-
boss,
Chatting in
Daniel.
here. All right, the bust of the week.
You guys hear something? There's something.
Gets them every time. Bust of the week is Devontae Adams. Boy, one
Bust
catch.
of the season? Oh,
Woof.
Bust of the season.
Yeah.
Oof.
bust
yeah.
since he left the Packers?
Exactly, yeah.
One catch for 11 yards,
Rough.
being 2 points.
Did you guys see
2.1,
that they
2.1.
fired the coach and GM
Yeah.
for the Raiders?
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
amazing.
They deserved
Yeah,
it. He
ridiculous.
was targeted 11 times, I saw.
Yeah.
One catch.
Yeah,
And
that's
most of the targets were way over
I
his
know.
head.
If you saw some of those targets, he had 2
Yeah.
huge yardage, wide open touchdowns that were just missed.
I was even pulling for him, too.
Ridiculous.
Jason had him in the men's league. Tristan had him in the youth league. We'll talk about that in a minute. Some
Yeah.
honorables. Miles Sanders with 0 points.
That's a
He
weird
wasn't
one,
even
isn't
hurting
it? Yeah, that was a weird
He had
one.
like 2 carries for no
Yeah,
yards.
that was weird.
Pat Mahomes, 5.6. That's very low for him.
We'll talk about that one later in my matchup.
Jacoby Myers, 2.9. Alexander Madison.
I think there's a lot to talk about in today's
There's a
show.
lot to
There's
talk
a lot to talk
yeah.
about. 4.3 for him. Cooper Kupp, only 6.
Yeah.
Damian Pierce.
Damian Pierce, yeah.
Pierce.
Yeah.
4.6. Yeah, some rough
That was a
ones
rough
there,
one.
so.
Though disappointing. A lot of
Yeah.
it was weird. There were a lot of really good performances and just a lot of some odd big player
Yeah.
disappointments. You
You know what is I find a little bit unsettling?
What?
Our bobbleheads have reorganized themselves in some strange
Oh
way.
yeah. You've got a
They're kinda
combination,
mixing
don't
and
you? Yeah.
mingling.
Yeah.
You two were busy
Yeah.
doing other stuff,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah.
had
I
to
was
do my own
working.
thing
Yeah,
today.
no, I get it. Yeah, they're a little out of whack, but hey,
Whatever.
I mean they
You
work.
see, we got Ray here too.
Yeah,
now?
look at that. Ray
Ray.
Nitschke. Heck yes, baby.
There he is.
There he is.
Speaking
The
of
Ray Nitschke. Oh, wait,
Speaking
that's
of
not
Ray
an award.
Nitschke,
Yeah.
hold on, I'm going to come off camera just in case.
Okay, yeah, that would have
Good.
been
In honor-
that would have been completely inappropriate.
In
Hey,
honor of
We'd have had to blur the
Sun-
screen on
in
that.
honor of Sunday's victory, I got my Viking
Look
shirt
at that,
on.
Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of a win-loss situation.
Yeah, it was a disappointing.
It was a win and
it was
we
a
had a
good win
loss.
and a disappointment. Alrighty, here we go on to the
Here we
youth
go.
league. Let's do it. We've got our
Who
juggernaut,
is it?
John. How about it? 2
Yeah!
weeks in a row. That's the Juggernaut Award.
Did you
Woo!
see I changed our team name?
Juggernaut this week, or this week's Juggernaut
Again!
That's correct. Wow. 164.96 points. Josh Allen with 34.6. Jameer Gibbs. We actually played Jameer Gibbs this week, Daniel. And we got 30.9 points.
Yes.
Oh,
Is it
Amon
here?
Ross St. Brown,
I don't know what it is.
17.8.
I mean, is it in the...
Austin
it's not.
Eckler.
We can-
John,
Oh,
Austin
sure.
Eckler finally showed up for us.
I can pull
23.3
it
points.
up, yeah.
Josh Ferguson for the Cowboys.
When I saw that was our starting tight end, I didn't know what was going to happen, and
Isaac-
I did not have high
Yeah,
hopes.
Isaac really wanted us to change our name to Turd Ferguson. But I said, I don't know, John's in control of that, so you got to talk to John. And then Devonta Smith.
Thanks for asking me, Isaac.
Devonta Smith with a reasonable week, 22.9 points finally. So some big numbers for us. And this week's caboose. And we're going to let this one play.
Oh no, come on. That's rude.
So this week's caboose is Eric Pulda stuck in fantasy purgatory with 89.38 points. He started most of the honorable mentions, which are Alexander Madison at 4.3, Cooper Kupp at 6.1, Zay Flowers, who I unfortunately also started with 6.9 points, and Johnny Taylor with 10.7. So a rough week for Eric. He is officially stuck in fantasy purgatory in both leagues. That just happens to be the name of his youth league team. So, rough week for Eric. Great week for us as the Juggernaut. And now, it appears that we've got
a special presentation just for you.
Okay, what do we got?
One of your favorite awards to give, which you haven't given out for a couple weeks, so we've been delayed, so we're going to do it anyway.
All right, what do we got?
One of your favorite awards is the... See how excited he gets?
We're gonna be best friends forever, and I'll name you Pointy.
So I was at the grocery store the other day.
Okay.
I'm walking by. There's a bunch of Beanie Babies sitting there on a rack.
Wow.
And there's a unicorn!
A kitty unicorn named Pointy! I love it!
I was waiting to present that to the show the next time you did the unicorn award.
I was trying today to give one, and it just didn't work out.
So it's been sitting in my office, I don't know how long, waiting for this, but we couldn't any longer.
Look at that!
Special gift to you.
The Pointy! So that he gets in there.
The Pointy! Oh, look at that!
So now Pointy has a
unicorn. I'm a huge fan.
Added to the show.
I'm a huge fan.
Good.
Thank you.
Well, we're a huge fan of yours.
Yes.
I want you to know when we go grocery shopping separately, we don't go together very often.
Right.
We think of you and what kind of Beanie Babies to buy you.
Thank you. Yeah. I love it.
Just because you love it. Every time that drop happens,
we're
your
use
whole
the Pointy.
Attitude and countenance changes. It's amazing.
I love it. All right, thank you.
What time is that?
Time for the fastest 3 minutes, Daniel!
Oh, here we go. Fastest 3 minutes this week. First up, it's Christians as my firm foundation. Casey versus Stuck in Fantasy Purgatory. Eric. Both teams this week with very low scores. Both leaving a lot of points on the bench.
Did they? Yeah.
Honorable mentions for the bust on both sides. The standout this week was McCaffrey for Casey, 29 points for him. 18 from Michael Pittman, great week for him, but only 5.5 from Mahomes.
Yeah.
Oof, that hurts.
Yeah, that's rough.
Luckily for him, he played the team that is stuck in purgatory right now. Cooper Kupp only 6 points, Madison 4 points, Zay Flowers 6.9.
Yeah.
Eric's team was just not enough this week. Casey wins 101-89. Both teams are 3-5 from this matchup.
That's what you call a mediocre matchup.
That's right. That's right. Next up, it's Gimme Waddleback PD versus King of the Hill Tristan. Gimme Waddleback PD is that's Abraham versus King of the Hill Tristan. Going to Monday night, AB had the lead here. Tristan.
Really?
Tristan only needed 10 points from Devontae Adams.
Okay.
To beat AB, but he stabs Tristan in the back with one measly catch. 21 points from Jordan Addison here, but the rest of his team was meh.
That hurts. You would go into that believing I got this.
I thought for sure Tristan was going to pull this out.
That's tough.
But AB's team really wasn't much better. Only 6 points from Isaiah Pacheco, 9.5 from DJ Moore. He did have 30 from Herbert, 24 from Kittle. Just enough to get the win this week. 121-113. AB is 7-1, was threatening his second loss, but he pulls it out. Tristan falls to 3-5. Next matchup, it's Isaac Gerlitz versus Mark my words, myself. First of all, when we were going into Sunday afternoon, like 1 o'clock, we're at McDonald's coming back from youth convention. I look at this matchup. I see Isaac is going to start Keontae Ingram over Joe Mixon.
Okay.
I was standing next to Isaac Schilp, and I was like, does he realize he's doing this? And Isaac was like, let me text him quick, because I would have felt so bad.
No,
Don't feel bad when you beat him. A missed decision like that. I would have felt so bad if I won because of that. However, it didn't matter anyway.
Oh,
My team, Tua at 28, Travis Etienne 25. He's been a stud all year.
Yeah.
Jalen Waddle 26, 146 points for me to Isaac's 112.
Wow, yeah.
Didn't even matter that he started Mixon. Joe Burrow, Mixon, and Tyreek Hill showed up for him. The rest of his team in single digits.
Yeah, that's rough.
So,
yeah. Man.
Gotta have more than one guy. Both of us are now 4-4.
If you only have one guy, it's a unicorn.
It is a unicorn. That's right. Next match.
Nathan's even laughing in the chair.
Next one, it's the shootout
Next
of the
matchup.
week. Woo! I love Lucky Charms Brody versus Martin Luther Evans.
Wow.
This matchup, 146 to 144.
Incredible.
Yeah.
This was close. Brody's stud this week, Jalen Hurts with 36 points. But Evans stud was CeeDee Lamb, 42 points.
That's unbelievable.
Brody left Tyler Lockett on his bench with 22 points and would have won if he started him anywhere.
Wow.
I wonder what that feels like, John.
Why he would have done that.
I feel like that every single week.
That hurts. That hurts.
It does hurt, in fact.
We'll come to that one later.
Instead, Evan, even with some poor choices of his starters, he wins by 2. He could have won by a lot more.
Yeah, I know. It wouldn't matter.
Both teams on this one are 5-3. And
that's the worst part, that they're both 5-3.
Yeah, that stinks. Yeah.
That's the last matchup. We're done.
That's not the last matchup.
Come on.
There's one more matchup.
There's one more
There is
matchup.
one more matchup.
There's one more.
It's I Give Up Isaac Shilp versus...
Or is it 166 more?
Yeah.
Versus this week's Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Again? I didn't even type that in. I didn't know you changed your
I know,
name.
yes, we did, yeah.
Bold
Well,
name.
last week we were this week's Juggernaut, but this week we were a second time.
Yeah,
so we're this week's Juggernaut again. We had to change the name.
It's a bold move to keep that name all week. Just
we
saying.
paid it off.
It paid off.
It wasn't bold. It made sense. It was the right thing to do.
And 64 points over Isaac's 119.
Yeah.
Oof. 34 Josh Allen, 23 Austin Eckler, 30 Jameer Gibbs, 22 Devontae Smith. Isaac just can't catch a break with his starters, but rough. Even if he played everyone right, I don't think he would have won anyway.
Yeah, it was rough.
Yep. 34 from A.J. Brown from him, 26 from Jamar Chase, but Darren Waller only 1.4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt that in the men's league.
Yep, that's rough.
Left a few points on his bench, but again, nowhere near enough to beat this week's Juggernaut again.
It's rough. Isaac is not
having a tough year again. 2-5, but he might have a turnaround. He's got a good team.
I think Isaac might just give up.
Yeah, he might.
Or he might turn around and go on a winning streak.
You know,
you guys are 4-4. Not great for a
4-4. After 2 weeks of Juggernaut, we're only 4-4.
I know, it's crazy.
Oh.
Our team might be finally showing up here.
Well, I'm not going to hold my breath.
Yeah.
But let's move on to this week's power rankings.
Woo! Here we go.
Get your groove going. Come on, Nathan. There you go. It can't just bobble. You got to get the whole body moving. There we go.
Lay this randomness on us, John.
It's not random. I actually have a line. It's the most scientific part of the show.
Maybe.
Coming in at number 10, to no surprise, it is stuck in fantasy purgatory.
Yes.
Eric Pulda.
Yes.
He was number 7 last for 2 weeks ago. But he was the caboose.
Yeah.
89 points in the youth league.
Yeah.
Come on, full PPR, 6 points for quarterback passes.
It's rough.
Only 89 points.
Yeah.
Do you want to give him an honorary?
Hey, I'm in. I'm in. Come on,
man.
Come on, man. I agree.
If you can, I say come on, man, about 10 more times.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Just.
Anyways, 3 and 5 is okay, but not really. It's really not. You may be heading out the wrong exit from fantasy purgatory, by the way. Think that one through.
Yeah.
Coming in at number 9, I give up.
Yep.
Yeah.
He was number 4. He scored a respectable 119. Not the greatest, but respectable.
I know.
But he lost again.
Yeah.
2 and 6. I couldn't find any other place to put him other than number 9 in the There's
unfortunate.
There's nothing I could do. I'd like to do something different, but I can't. Coming in at number 8, it is King of the Hill. Last week he was tied for number 9, so he moved up slightly. Just number 8. And there's no good reason to move him up.
Yeah.
There wasn't.
Yeah.
113 Not a lot of
makes
points.
sense, yeah.
He barely lost to AB though. Had he beaten AB, he would have rocketed up
You got to do something.
the power rankings. Yeah, he didn't do anything.
Hope is not a strategy, Tristan.
He's 3-5, and he still needs a team name.
Yeah.
I suggest no King of the Hill.
Yeah, maybe.
Not the King of the Hill.
Yeah.
That works.
Jester of the Hill.
Yeah, exactly.
Jack and Jill falling down the hill. There's a lot of
yeah.
options if he wants to put a hill into it. Coming in at number 7, Isaac Gerlitz. You almost gave away a victory by trying to help him with his team while you're traveling and working.
Youth pastors put their kids first.
That's right,
Is that why your record is the way it is?
good.
Anyway.
That's good.
It's the same as yours!
He was number 4.
Right.
First of all, he lost to Pastor Daniel.
Yeah.
And only 112 points. He's currently number 6 in real life. And I've been trying to find a way for him to go down, and I found those 3 reasons. He lost to Pastor Daniel, 112
Am
points.
I seriously number 6?
And number 6 in the league.
No.
Not you, Isaac Gerlitz.
Oh. He's talking.
You see Isaac Gerlitz, and you see right here, it says number 6. Number 6 in the league. Do you see that?
I'm looking here. I'm looking at the next.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway.
Stay with me. Come on, we can do it. Stay focused. I know you're Generation Alpha and you have no concentration, but you can do this.
That's true.
You can do this. Okay, he's a meh 4-4. He needs a better team name. And so he's number 7 power. Coming in at number 6, it is, mark his words,
there's me. There's
Pastor Daniel. He was number 10 in the power rankings last week, but he won. You're 4-4, but you can't be in the top half of the power rankings with a 500 record. You need a winning record, Pastor Daniel.
Fair enough.
But big points, 146.06 points. That was amazing. The third highest score.
Pretty good.
And only 0.04 less than AB. You would have had second points for the week. Come on, man. You can do better. You would have beaten AB in points, but you didn't do it. But maybe with the win, you can get back in the top half of the power rankings, but a loss will sink you.
Wow, this is a tough. He's like on his spine here.
Coming in at number 5 is I Love Lucky Charms of Brody. He stays at number 5 like he was last week. Though he lost, he's still 5-3. He scored 144, which is almost beat Martin Luther during Reformation Week. Evan got a boost because it was Martin Luther's big holiday this week. In memory of the 95 Theses. Had Brody won, he would have moved up significantly in the power rankings, or at least higher than Evan. But since he lost, he's below Evan. But coming in tied at number 5 with Brody, it's Casey. Christians is my firm foundation.
Holy cow.
I couldn't find a better place to put him.
I don't know if there's enough room at number 5 for both of them.
He won with only 101 points because he played Eric. He's 3-5. There just was no place in the bottom of the power rankings. They couldn't fit him in the bottom. There was no room.
He had to be above you, obviously.
I stated before, there's a lot of mediocrity in the league. Plus, here's the best part. Brody and Casey can spend the whole week tied at 5. They can walk around the house and say, hey, I'm tied with you. I'm tied with you. I'm 5-3. Well, I'm 3-5. We're still tied.
Essentially, what they should be forced to do is every time they're in the house together to walk around holding hands.
That's what they should have to do.
Right.
But this is just motivation for you guys to start playing better. There's no 4 because we had 2 teams tied at 5. So coming in at number 3, it is Martin Luther, Mr. Reformation himself. He was number 3 last week, still number 3. He won. He's 5-3.
I know.
He's got a good record. He had the second highest score this week. He beat Pastor Daniel in points for.
He's the one that had it, not AB.
Oh, I'm sorry. Evan, yes, you're correct. You're correct. But Evan had only 0.4 points more than you. So that's why he's up a little bit higher.
What kind of a world are we living in where the top of the league is Evan and AB?
Well, here's the thing. The difference between number 6, Pastor Daniel, and number 3, Evan, is very small. Do you know how small it is?
Yeah, that's what you said.
How small is it?
0.04.
0.04. That's the difference.
One game, that's it.
Or
I don't know.
0.04 points.
Well, the record.
Okay.
I jump above him.
However, tied at number 3 It is Gimme Waddle Back.
Okay.
PD,
I
and
like
it's
it.
Abraham himself. He was number 2, but this week he's down and tied at number 3.
Take that, Abraham.
He's 7-1. Okay, that's amazing, and 121 points.
Yeah.
But you can't be number 1 or number 2. If you were the caboose last week, and only got 120 this week, so he went down.
Yep.
But a great record, so he's tied for 3rd with Evan, which
Yep.
means there's no second place, Aaron. Coming in at number 1, it is this week's Juggernaut again! Give me some. There we go.
You know something funny?
We were number 10, we were number 6, but 2 Juggernauts in a row, and we're number 2 in total year points.
Come on, baby!
All year, we're only 90 behind Abraham in total points for the year.
Yeah!
90. After 8 games, that's like about 10 points a game.
Let's do this, John.
Anyways, can you agree that this is the most scientific part of the show now?
It is. This is
Thank you very much.
spot on. This portion.
Thank you.
Now, you know something
Yeah.
funny,
Thank you very
though?
much.
Right.
It's right here in your handwriting that it says you can get to the top half. Wait a minute, hang on. What am I reading?
Daniel's struggling
Oh, here it is. You can't be in the top half of the power rankings with a 500 record.
So first of all, you lied because that's not in my handwriting.
It's your
So that
Right.
negates your whole argument.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And Aaron said it's
your typewriting.
and
Right.
Aaron said it's scientific.
Right.
So it passes the science. The
This
science
is
test.
this is
Contradictory.
finally one of the best power rankings we've
Contradictory.
had.
We are transitioning now to the
Alrighty,
men's
let's
league.
do
But
this.
the first thing that we got to do is we got to review
Okay,
the
how are we
trade.
doing on the trade
Here we go.
How are we doing?
After week 3,
Okay.
is finally, because they played each other, Judah won a game since the trade. So
Yeah.
Judah is 1-2 since the trade.
Yeah.
PD is 2-1 now.
Yeah. Okay.
Total points, Pastor Daniel 106 for the 3 weeks. Judah 104.
Wow.
For the course of 3 weeks.
Those are crazy how close
However-
they've been.
CD Lamb had a bye in one of those weeks.
Oh yeah,
So,
so it'd be different.
Judah,
but, yeah.
even though we thought he got robbed
Judah
and he
is
hasn't
winning
won
the
anything,
trade.
he's getting points. I wouldn't say he's winning the trade yet, but it's just
Wow.
the world has gone crazy. You said the
That's
power
crazy
rankings are
stuff.
crazy.
That's
Evan
crazy.
and AV at the top of the
That's
youth league.
crazy.
You guys making the trade.
And
I don't
we'll
know.
talk
That whole
about
world's
more.
gone
We'll
crazy.
talk about more craziness in the men's league. So here we go. On to the men's league matchups. Matchup number 1. I'm going to kick this one off. This was a real woof of a matchup. What a load of mediocrity. No, I'm not even going to say that. What a load of you-know-what. Just load. Because this was a terrible matchup.
Watch the language there, pal.
I just mean I can't even say mediocrity. Low end performance.
No,
right?
you can say it's the mediocreest. Remember, we came up with that
Yeah,
word
but
earlier.
it
in the
just
season.
doesn't work in this case.
That's going to be a new
It has
catchphrase
been-
on the title slide.
It has
is
been
the mediocreest.
Ben. I miss the old hymns. So Ben is going Randy's route
Well,
here.
did you see his icon for his team?
Yeah.
It's his dad.
Yeah, I like it. I know. I love it. Yeah. So
The
I'm-
Moldovan maniac
Yeah.
strikes again.
Ben, the Moldovan maniac, with "I Miss the Old Hymns." Here's the points that he scored in a 4 wide receiver full PPR. 112.64.
Isaac could have beaten him with one less player.
But check this out. Jason, Sinking Sanders, posts an 81.86.
Oh man.
Ben pulls to 3-5. Jason drops to 3-5.
81.
Ben gets an asterisk Wonder Twins award. And we give this an asterisk because this is normally an impressive award, but this is for Rashad White, 17.9 points, okay, and Chris Godwin with 17.8 points.
That's all he needed to win, though.
But that's all he needed in this matchup to beat Sinking Sanders. He also had Kittle with 24.9. But here's Jason, and we're going to let this one play out as well. The Caboose.
It never stops.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I like how you keep letting it play now. This is one of your favorite. This is
Well,
like
when it warrants it.
Caboose.
You know.
Oh! Oh, high five.
When it warrants it, you have to give the Caboose Award. And so, listen to this. I mean, this is just embarrassing. Ezekiel Elliott, why are you starting Ezekiel? But nonetheless, Ezekiel Elliott, 3.6. Miles Sanders, that one hurts, 0 for no apparent reason. Devontae Adams, 2.1. Nico Collins, who had been good, with 7. And Kyle Pitts, again, why are you starting Kyle Pitts? 6.5. But his team is in a world of hurt between injuries and bye weeks and all kinds of stuff. And I give you credit, Jason. You recognize how terrible your team is. So
that's true.
It's not that you're delusional about your team at all. You are just struggling. You and Isaac, not in the same boat because Isaac's team is better than yours. But it's one of those things where at least you recognize how bad it has been.
We need to bring out the fire extinguisher because it is burning.
It's
he does
rough.
have one more win than Isaac, but
It's
that's
rough.
not saying much.
It's rough.
Yeah.
I give Jason more credit for, staying with it and being engaged. Isaac is checked out. But nonetheless, a bad week. So next matchup.
Next matchup, that's Mr. Judah Johnson to you. Judah
Yes.
going against Christian McCafe, myself. Can't even say my own
Going against
name.
myself.
He doesn't want to talk about this matchup.
McCafe, yeah. So this one, the matchup that everyone's been waiting for.
Yeah.
To the trade.
The big one.
I had myself picked. You guys had Judah picked for this one.
Yeah.
It's all good. I felt okay, but then I didn't feel okay for this one. Judah's team was working hard this week. We'll give him that right away.
Shout it out wherever you are, as loud as you can.
You can't stop me!
By the way, last week when we did the "You Can't Stop,"
Yeah.
Cheryl thought that was the stupidest thing ever. She was watching. She's like, "That was so dumb."
Ah, come on,
Hold on,
Cheryl.
hold on,
We had to do it appropriately.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I thought it was hilarious.
Cheryl's not the demographic.
Right,
we're
I
going
know.
for,
She's not.
so-
I know. But her opinion matters to
I
me.
know.
It's like if somebody asked me about the Hallmark
Early
Channel. You know what I
20s
mean?
blonde females are not the demographic for this show.
That's right. Yeah.
I like how blonde had to go in there.
Well, I just,
He's just looping Abby in there too. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean anything. I did not mean anything.
No, you didn't. I didn't mean that either. I just thought it was funny.
describing
What does
the-
blonde have to do
Anyway,
with it?
Yeah.
we give Judah the Working Hard Award. Joe Burrow, 27 points.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah.
Brees
This
Hall,
is-
21.
Hold on, Cheryl just said it was such a letdown as well.
Oh.
She was waiting
Okay,
for
fair
the
enough.
excitement, the
Fair
volume.
enough.
That makes sense.
Fair enough. We just couldn't give it to him to that degree.
Yeah. CeeDee Lamb, of course, 42.
Yeah.
Jake Ferguson, 14.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I know.
And
Holy cow.
his kicker, McManus,
Yeah.
14.
Brandon.
Yeah.
Brandon
I would have
McManus?
loved to have
Is that
14 points with
I
some
know.
of my receivers.
Yeah, me too.
So.
On the other side of things, of course, the opposite of working hard. My team did not want to work hard
I
this
agree.
week at all.
And it's
They were hardly
relatively
working.
speaking,
And
of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
But
I mean,
yes.
they really weren't
Yeah,
bad. I put
yeah,
them 127 points.
Yes, right.
Not bad. But Jared
Right.
Goff only 12. He's
But
had a
not
couple
good
rough
either.
weeks.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
bad. not
Jonathan
good.
Taylor, 10.
Yeah.
I could have put Gibbs
Jameer
there.
Gibbs,
yeah,
yeah.
would have given me
Yeah.
another 20, but
Why didn't you?
still.
Yeah, still wouldn't have got
because
there.
okay, my running backs are Jonathan Taylor,
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey,
Yeah.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah. I would have benched Derrick
Who would
Henry. Because he had Levis going.
Yeah.
So they were going to stack
Yeah.
the
You
box.
wouldn't have. Yeah. You.
Yeah.
And there's no
he had-
Montgomery, so Gibbs.
Yeah.
But he had 17 for me.
Yeah.
so-
Or why don't you trade one of those running
Yeah.
backs?
You know,
Why do you got to
here's-
send him
I'm
on the
thinking about
bench?
it.
But here's the thing.
I'm thinking about
In the end,
That's
it
true.
doesn't even matter.
That's true,
What?
No, we're not playing that.
That's all right. We don't have that one here. That
Yeah, I don't think I
wasn't
even
the
have
award.
that one
It
pulled
is
up.
in there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
is
know,
it
but it's
here?
fine. It's just
It's probably
I
over
wanted
here.
to sing
Yeah,
it
it's
poorly
probably
for
over there.
everyone. That was what I
That was
wanted
really
to
I
do.
bad.
almost changed my team name in the men's league
Yeah.
to it doesn't
Doesn't
even matter.
that'd be
But
good, yeah.
Kendrick Bourne only had 12 for
Yep.
me, and then he tore his ACL, so
Yeah,
that's
so
gone. He gave me
Going
one
on
good
that,
week.
yeah.
Chris
Yeah.
Olave not showing up yet,
Yeah.
9.6.
He gave
Darren
me
Waller,
one good week.
Injured.
1.4 hurt. Yep.
I can
so.
just hear it in your voice, the disappointment.
Very disappointing.
I was
Yeah.
disappointed with my
Yeah.
team, even though they put up a decent
Yeah.
score.
He's
so.
pretty enthusiastic young
I'm,
man, but he's just.
I know this.
Yeah.
You know,
He's
it's just
I'm
what it
4-4 in
is.
this league too now.
totally unimpressed with
Hey,
his
4
team.
both leagues.
Judas 3 and 5. So Good on him to get his third win of the year against me.
He's horrible.
Yeah, he's really bad.
Yeah.
Next matchup.
All righty.
Next matchup, I gotta get the script going.
Bring it, Giannis.
It is Rare Bichon Beef.
Yeah.
Chris versus me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you see my new team name?
I did.
Torn up about this.
Yeah, right.
This season.
Right.
That's my team
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
I'm really torn. Did you see the pictures of Cousins at the press conference?
Yeah.
He looked a lot like you when you were describing
Yes.
your team a moment
Yeah,
ago. Incredible
right, yeah.
high levels
He
of
was
disappointment.
very disappointed, yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, but I even had a good
I wouldn't be
week. But
too
I had to
if I
play
was associated with the
Chris.
Vikings.
I know.
170 points, 6-2.
My
this
goodness.
week's Juggernaut.
Juggernaut! Good work, Chris!
Here's the problem. Chris has been in the comments and watching us live every week this year. Until tonight, when he's the actual Juggernaut.
I know!
He's not
Yeah.
in there. He could be
I know.
all over the comments saying all
Yeah.
kinds of garbage.
He
but
might
he's
have had to
not.
go to bed. He might have had
Anyways,
to go to bed.
Dak Prescott, 29 points. Travis Etienne the last few weeks has been going crazy.
Yeah.
26 points. Calvin Ridley, almost an honorary welcome back for
Yeah.
19 points.
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk, his receivers, if they're all healthy, we're all in trouble.
Yeah.
16 points. Garrett Wilson. Wilson! That's
Yeah,
his
where
favorite
did
thing
that
to say in
come
the
from?
comments.
Garrett Wilson, holy cow.
Yeah.
18, almost 19 points,
Yeah.
and the man he drafted and let sit on his bench for 4 weeks
Yeah.
because of suspension, Alvin Kamara, 27 points.
Yeah, that's,
Yep.
yeah.
There's a reason he's a juggernaut. That was incredible. 170
I just don't know where that's
points.
coming from either. I mean,
Kamara?
yeah, I mean, Derek Carr's throwing him 12 passes a game. What are they doing?
Nobody knows.
No one's stopping the check
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But
yeah.
even so, 170 points, I scored 149.
Congratulations!
Good job.
Which makes me down to 3-5 and the biggest stinking loser.
Yeah. Yep. That hurts. Yep.
You would think 150
It's disappointing
points
when you
would win,
finally have a good
would
week.
Win you a,
Yeah.
would win you a
I
game.
know. Yeah.
You know, remember the other day when you did, you got the Juggernaut,
Yeah.
but your opponent was like the caboose?
Yes.
This was a worthy Juggernaut.
Yes.
I had 150
We'll
to
get
his
to that in a
170.
little bit. Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Anyways, Lamar Jackson really let me down.
Yes, he did.
12 points
Yeah.
from a running quarterback. Not good at
Yeah.
all. Austin Eckler, like you said earlier
Yeah.
in the Youth League,
Good
23
week.
points.
Yeah.
That was good. Devonta Smith, I don't need him to be a number one.
Yeah.
I just need him to be a number 2 receiver.
Yeah, exactly.
But he can't do that till this week
Yeah.
when it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This was my biggest thing.
Yeah.
Christian Watson.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
We
remember
were-
you and
we-
I had a conversation.
We had a conversation at lunch before the matchups
Yeah.
began. Who do I start? Lockett, Watson, and then the conversation was, well, who was kind of more injured?
And we were both totally wrong.
Lockett had limited practice.
Yeah.
He had an injury.
Yeah.
He didn't do much the
Yeah.
week before. So I start Christian Watson
Yeah.
against the Vikings. The Vikings
Yeah.
stink.
Yeah.
But they only stink because they've been playing everybody but the Packers
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the
yeah.
Packers are so stinking horrible.
Yeah.
Anyway, Christian Watson got me a total of 6 points.
Yeah, that's
Dalton
terrible.
Kincaid, my tight end, 17. That was good. Cortland
Yeah.
Sutton got me a touchdown, 10 points.
Yeah.
Watson should have had a
150
touchdown.
points.
Yeah.
But I still lost. And I played Tyler Lockett,
You wouldn't have won, but
I would have gotten a lot more
you'd have
points.
gotten close.
I would have been a bigger loser than
Yes,
the biggest loser.
correct.
I would have
Yeah,
been the
yeah,
biggest loser.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
A biggest
It
loser.
probably would have just rubbed it in that much more, wouldn't it?
After the
Yeah.
Achilles pop,
Probably
there
not.
was nothing else.
All righty, here
That's
we
why
go.
I'm torn about
Next
this season.
matchup, let's do it. This one is a big one. This is It's Just a Fantasy, Randy versus
my.
I Am Not Dangerous, Eric. Grandpa versus grandson here. This was a grudge match.
I think it's
This
more
one-
Casey and Brody.
This
call
one
him
in the
Grandpa,
men's
but-
league is Casey versus Brody. This is what this one is in the men's league. And so
The twins versus each other is like this matchup.
I don't know whether Randy is Casey or Brody, but he pulls off the win with 162.7 points. pulls to 5-3 versus Eric's 141.86.
This is what I think.
Drops to 4-4.
I think Randy's more Casey because Brody and Eric are both redheads.
Agreed. We'll go with it. So Casey beats Brody in the men's league.
Oh no!
And so Randy, this is just again, like I was saying, is it not wild?
It is wild.
That two of the best teams in the youth league are Evan
and
AB,
Yep.
and in the men's league, it's Nathan and Randy. What in the heck?
You can defend yourself.
What
You
in the
can heckle
heck
back.
is going on here?
You're accepting it.
He's just hating. That's all it is.
What in the heck
if
is
you
going
can't
on
beat
here?
them, hate them is what I've always
So
heard.
Randy drafted a crazy, unbelievable, lucky good team, and here he is posting that many points. And I just had to do it again because there's no other better way. But Randy gets another working hard.
All right, this is for Cheryl. As loud as you can, everybody, shout it out! You can't stop me!
Wow,
So
that's
a big
really
one
loud.
for Randy. Pulls it off. My goodness, listen to
Hold
this.
on. Cheryl, let us know if that was disappointing. or
That
not.
almost made me lightheaded.
I
felt.
feel like I got a little bit of a
Funny.
headache.
We can
Yeah.
play it back on
But
here.
anyway,
Here's the thing, though. If you think about it, his team is better than
That's gonna
mine
go.
for players. My team's just done so
Yes.
much more.
oh, perfect. That was beautiful. That was
I
beautiful.
hope that makes up for the
I hope
disappointment.
that- I hope that
This
works.
is
All right.
going to be weird for
That's
people watching.
kind of
and
like
it's
a
gonna-
Matrix thing. We were but anyway, whatever. So listen to this, Randy. I'm blanking. Herbert. Why am I blanking on Justin Herbert? 24
I thought you were going to try to call him Casey.
24.02 points. Justin Herbert. Gus Edwards, 29.4. Tyreek Hill, like another big week, 26.2. TJ Hawkinson, 20.8. And Amon Ra with 17.8. Working hard. Eric had a good week. He gets the Don't Have the Power Award.
I'm familiar with that.
Man,
Just can't do it, Captain.
I don't have the power. He
That's our
just
next all
did
yell
not
together.
have the power. Jalen Hurts, 28.3. Jalen Waddle. Boy, the Jalens. Wow. Jalen's posted. That would have been a Wonder Twins.
Jalen.
The Jalens. 26.1. Hopkins, 35.8. How do you lose with those three? But then
find a
James
way.
Cook posts 8.3. Brian Robinson, 9.9. And Michael Mayer at 2.9.
Here's the thing. Eric is scratching and clawing, and he still can't get out of the hole he's in, but he's trying.
But here's what's going to happen. At 4-4, his team's finally going to show up, and he's going to win the league yet again.
He's
So that's what I'm worried
It
about.
doesn't feel like he'll.
I know, but he's going to make the playoffs, and something's going to happen, and it's going to
Hold
be
on, we're gonna
just how it
We're gonna have
goes.
to adjust his teammate too. He is really dangerous.
He's
'cause-
kind of dangerous.
Playoffs?
His
Talk about playoffs?
his team would be.
Playoffs?
I'm dangerous from time to time. That's what his team should be called.
That's actually
But
Jason.
anyway, Jason's team is called.
Man, he doesn't need any more bird, guys. Come on, he went on and on Jason. You
Jason's
throw
team-
another one.
Jason's team was called
Ouch!
I once was dangerous, right? That was one.
Oh.
But anyway, next matchup,
Next
John.
matchup.
Our next matchup has the Goldhaven Knights versus picking
Yeah.
your nose in
Nothing
the porta
dangerous
potty.
in this matchup.
Dave versus Eric. Now here's the interesting thing. Dave had put in the group text that he knows the fish is going on the wall.
Yeah.
When he actually won the game.
I know.
And he's playing Eric.
You can't
so
be
he's
tanking
so
for the fish if you win the
negative.
game, right?
Well, but here's the thing. He is 3-5, so
Yes.
there's reason to feel that
Sure,
way. But he's
sure.
going against Eric, who's 2-6 now
Ouch.
after this matchup. Because Dave won,
Ouch.
Eric lost. But here's the thing.
Ouch.
It was 120 to 113.
Yeah.
So he won by 7, but really there's percentage points in there, so it's less than 7. So just over 6 points is how Dave won. 1 touchdown here and there.
Yeah.
So Dave gets the Praise the Lord award
Wow.
because he almost lost. Nathan's praising the Lord. Daniel is. Aaron is not. Aaron's a bobblehead, a human bobblehead.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at something.
You weren't praising
Praise
the Lord. Oh.
Sorry, I missed it.
It's like that. Is that a question? You're like in class. Praise
I
the
was
Lord.
I was
What?
looking at something.
I'm a teacher. Praise
I
the
wasn't-
Lord.
I wasn't paying attention.
Why do I do that?
Was not paying
Anyways,
attention.
he had Kirk Cousins. Got him 20 points before he tore his Achilles tendon.
Yeah.
Did you watch the replay and you see his leg just kind of pop up?
Yeah.
And like he can't move and so it just
Yeah, that looks like it's
and it
painful.
was on
Yep.
grass. It
Yeah.
wasn't on turf.
Yeah.
It's the curse of letting. Somebody went into that one spot on the field just in case Kirk Cousins stepped on it.
Yeah, I
That's
bet
a lot
they
of
did. Yeah,
in case
I
Kirk
bet they
Cousins
did.
stepped on it.
Yeah.
So he would tear his Achilles.
Yep.
Anyway, so Dave needs a quarterback if somebody wants to trade him. Speaking
Hey.
of trading,
Hey,
the men's
join
league,
the club!
the men's league. What about Sam Howell or Brock Purdy?
They're all taken! Yeah! They're all taken. We're going to get to that in just a minute.
Oh boy.
But anyway, Scary Terry McLaurin got
Yeah.
him 17 points.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase, 26 points showing up. Evan
Yeah.
Ingram, 17. The Lions defense, 12 points. That's
Yeah.
how he won.
Yep.
And unfortunately for Eric, he lost by less than 7 points, and he gets the... Because he lost by less than 6, and sitting on his bench was a young man we like to call Gabe Davis.
Yes.
He's on the Bills' offense.
Yep.
Josh Allen throws the ball all over the place. They never run the ball. 23.7, nearly 24 points. Four times as many points as Eric needed to win, but he's sitting on the bench.
This sounds familiar. Like we've talked about this before with Gabe Davis being
I know.
on the bench.
Yeah.
With Eric this season too?
Yeah, it's weird.
Eric, why don't you like Gabe Davis? What did he ever do to you besides probably a couple weeks not score many points? But still,
I know. Weird.
Whoops-a-daisy.
Weird.
Next matchup.
All right.
This is it. Come on over, Nathan. You can join. I'm going to give up my chair so you can sit here.
I'll just kind of hear about my buddy over here.
Okay, you want to pull the chair over there, or you want to stand? Oh,
that works.
He's right there.
Right.
So
welcome Nathan to the show, everybody. Welcome, Nathan.
Let me just start. By saying, what in the heck
Watch your language.
is going on? I scored 132 points. Plenty to beat some teams this week. I wasted my juggernaut last week on a team that didn't deserve it. I have been trying to pick up a quarterback for weeks on end. Weeks on end. Nathan picks up Purdy. Chris picks up Dak Prescott. I had looked at it the week before and said, Aaron, you should pick up Dak Prescott. And I thought, well, let's see how he does this week. Chris picks him up. I make a trade to Ben for C.J. Stroud, and C.J. Stroud poops the bed. What in the world is going on?
Wait, Prescott, 30 points.
30 points.
And then you had, who was your quarterback?
12.
12.
It is
18-point difference because you didn't pick up Prescott.
Purdy did 20 points. If I would have given
Purdy had 20.
Chris has passed off his quarterback area to me, and I am just struggling.
Wait. But Chris won without a quarterback.
Exactly. What kind of bull crap?
Easy.
Does Chris go 3 for 4?
Hold on.
In weeks when he doesn't play a quarterback.
Hold on. If he says something wrong, just go so we can bleep it out.
When he doesn't even play a quarterback. And I can't pull off wins with 140 points. What in the world is going on? So for me this week, obviously, it is come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
You're making money. Come on, man. Come
on.
You're making money. Come on, man.
Come on, man. We need to change the words to come on, man. You're losing to Nathan. Come on, man.
Wait,
what in the heck is going on? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter.
Hold on. Speaking of doesn't matter, are you going to give Nathan his award?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. So, furthermore, Patrick Mahomes. Come on, man. You had a green matchup versus Travis Kelce. No, a green matchup for Travis Kelce.
Yep.
And 11 points. We have 6.9 points for Zay Flowers in a green matchup. Kenneth Walker with 8 points and C.J. Stroud with 12.9 points. What in the world
I think that was a quadruple left you hanging.
I feel like you should be getting lucky that you actually got 132 points.
No, I totally deserve it.
To make matters even worse,
yeah.
You decided in the group chat to... You laid down the gauntlet, or did you bring it up, or who did it?
I brought it up for a bucket challenge. He said no at first.
A bucket?
Guys,
wow.
He finally
got Buddy Bucket.
And so the thing of this
is a lot of water.
Is that A.J. Brown and Javonte Williams, who Nathan traded to me, both were doing their best to stick it to Nathan. 34 points from Brown and 20 points from Javonte. But the rest of my team just did not show up, left me hanging. And so Nathan this week gets the award because...
You got shocks, pegs, lucky.
All I can say is lucky. How lucky is this that he pulls off this dub? In the last game, all I needed was for Keenan Allen and Cole Kmet to not score 20 points. In what world does Cole Kmet, with a rookie backup quarterback, score 17.9 points?
That's very surprising.
What in the world is going on?
I got lucky enough that I got rid of my tight end who was doing horrible all year.
Who was your tight end?
Rams?
Higbee. Yeah, Tyler Higbee.
Tyler Higbee. I dropped him for Cole Kmet because he's been doing at least 10 to 12 points.
But against the rookie, with the rookie quarterback.
Unreal.
Now, I have a little bit of, we're going to let Nathan give his rebuttal. But how can it be lucky?
He doesn't give a rebuttal. He's not part of the show.
How can it be lucky that he won when he's first place in the league all year? He's just been consistent.
Well, I will have to say that my team did not do what they should have done. Because if you think
they should have done better?
Well, here's the thing. Mixon finally shows up for me this whole year, and I have him on my bench for 20 points. If I would have traded Aaron Purdy, Aaron would have won because Purdy gave me 20 points.
Yes.
But you don't trade with the guy you're playing.
No. But I mean...
But hold on. He ranted for an hour and a half about how he lost to you. It's your chance to say anything you want about the matchup. Rub it in his face. You heard the 15 burns he gave to Jason Lone. You heard him ripping on Casey and Brody men's edition. All of that stuff. Rip on him. Go for it. You beat him.
I just need 2. Did you see that bucket out there?
Yeah.
And hold on. And you lost to number 1. So
ouch.
That's all I need.
Ouch.
That's all I need.
All right.
I love you, Aaron.
Look at the scoreboard, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
Scoreboard.
Scoreboard.
All right, that's it for the matchups. Let's move to the water pick'ems last week and
Next
this
water
week. So last week...
I tore up all my papers, so I can't
I'm
announce
going to let
them.
Pastor Daniel talk about the results from last week.
So last week, the results, we had Randy versus Eric. We all picked Randy. Randy won, so that was a wash.
That was a good one, yeah.
Next one was me versus Judah. You and me picked me, you picked Judah. Judah won, so there's one for you. We had Eric Pola versus Dave. You two picked Eric.
Why did we pick Eric?
Why did you pick Eric?
I have no idea.
I picked Dave, and I got one there.
Yeah.
Jason versus Ben. You and me picked Ben. You picked Jason.
The Moldavian
Ben,
Maniac.
The Moldavian Maniac took this one out, so you and me got one there.
Jason, now you coast me again. You are on my list.
Chris versus John.
You're on his list because you were burning this whole episode.
That's fine. We're on each other's list.
Chris versus John. We all guessed Chris.
Yeah.
Even though somebody is still not playing by the rules.
Somebody checking
There's
out.
no rule about that.
So that one's a wash. And then Aaron versus Nathan. This is where I messed up earlier.
Yeah.
I had you selected as the winner and had me selected as the winner of the water bet.
Yeah.
But that is wrong. Nathan won, and you picked Nathan, which means that you have 3 correct, I have 2 correct, and you have none correct.
Are you kidding me? This whole afternoon we talked about this and we argued about, is it just the loser or the two losers that lose?
Right. So that means
I won?
That means you.
You're welcome.
Nathan!
You're welcome.
This goes out to Nathan and to Judah and to Ben.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes! I can't believe it. I'm so surprised.
That means you get to throw a cup on both of us.
Hey, I appreciate you showing integrity because you could have lied your way through that and I would never have known.
I had this whole conversation with
I
Nathan
can't believe
earlier.
I
He's like, you
posted-
didn't pick me? And I'm like, but wait, I won.
I
I
think
was perfect on picks.
I can't believe
Turns
I
out
posted a
wasn't.
goose egg on this one.
Big old
You didn't get any right?
No.
Not
Wow.
a single one.
I'm just so
Unbelievable.
happy I don't have to get wet tonight.
At least I got a unicorn.
Well, your unicorn drop and the way you react
Yeah.
just makes me feel happy.
Disappointing.
All right.
What do we got for this
Let's
week's
move
picks,
to
then?
this coming week's picks.
We'll
The-
post the water bets in a bit.
Yeah.
The first one is Aaron versus Eric Eitenbrock. Who you taking?
Aaron.
Aaron, who you taking? I gotta be able to write in there. Where's my pen? There it is.
You gotta take yourself.
Yeah, I have to take myself.
You don't have to
I'm not
take
gonna,
yourself.
I'm
You have
not
to
gonna
take
veer
yourself.
from
It's
it.
the
I'm gonna
You're
take myself, but it's gonna be interesting.
He's been
It's not gonna be interesting. He's 4-4.
Yeah,
you
but-
barely lost.
It's just
You're taking Aaron?
Yeah.
statistically speaking.
Well,
Yeah.
Take Eric.
statistic. That's what happened with Eric Pulta. We statistically
I
spoke
know.
last week
Yeah.
and we were
Yeah.
wrong.
No, I'm just not
I
excited
kind of want to
about
take Aaron too. Should
Yeah.
we all take Aaron?
it. Up to you. Yeah.
Boo.
I don't know how, but I don't know how Eric could win. That's
got,
the problem.
I mean, he's got Jalen Hurts, Hopkins, and
Our next matchup, Pastor Daniel versus the Moldovan maniac, Ben. Who you got?
Daniel.
Who you got, Daniel?
Me.
Me too.
Yeah, sorry, Ben. I would love to say
Listen.
I'm going
Gosh.
with Ben, the Moldovan maniac, but I
Ben
can't do
just
it.
smoked me
Yeah.
this week.
I love
that'd be
picking
hilarious.
Ben. I've picked him
Yeah,
multiple
that'd be
times,
hilarious, yeah.
but I just can't. All right,
Yeah.
next one. Dave Schmidt versus Chris Griesbach.
Oh, Chris.
Who you
Yeah,
taking?
yeah, I gotta
There's
take Chris.
like nothing to bet on this week.
There's not.
Yeah.
All I know is I'm going Dave!
Oh, you are?
okay.
Holy cow! Okay.
Hey,
All
we're
right.
not doing 3 in a row. Somebody's got to show some guts
Yeah,
around
well-
here.
All right.
All right, here. This is
I
the next
need
one.
Dave to win.
Here we go. Here's the next
Show some
one.
guts in this one.
Judah versus Jason.
Judah.
Oh, my.
Judah.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm going Judah.
I'm sorry,
One of these
Jason,
days,
it's
Jason's
Judah.
gonna have a breakout.
Are you
Yeah.
going to take him?
No.
No, it's Judah all the way on that one.
Okay. Then it's Nathan
This
versus
one's-
Randy.
Okay. 1 versus 2. Randy, I want to see a water bet here. Come on,
Let's go,
Randy.
Randy.
Come on, Randy.
Let's go.
You want him to water bet Nathan?
Nathan, yes.
I
I want to see it.
He won't do it though. I've asked him and asked him.
You
This
guys
is what
did
we'll
it a
do.
couple of years ago.
Hold on. This
Yeah.
is what we'll do. If Randy, if you're willing to do a water bet, we will hook up a hose or a super soaker or something, so you don't have to throw
That's
a cup.
correct.
You can just shoot him.
Shoot him
Yeah,
right at
right.
Nathan,
Perfect.
yes. All right,
You get
but
like
who we
a
got?
water bottle that
Who
you
we
can
got?
shoot him right in the face.
I'm gonna take.
I'm going Nathan because I hate Randy. And you can quote me on that.
I'm going Randy. Heck with you, Nathan.
I told Nathan earlier that I would vote for him,
But you're
so
not gonna.
no, I'm gonna. I'm gonna take it.
All right.
Wow.
So basically, it's coming down to two
No, I'm taking
games.
Nathan.
I thought you said you were taking
No,
Randy.
I'm taking Nathan.
Oh, okay.
You and I are taking Randy. Or you're taking Nathan. I'm taking Randy.
I'm
Okay.
Nathan, you're Randy,
Yes.
and he's Randy.
Correct.
No, I'm Nathan.
He's me.
You're Nathan.
Well,
I got it right in
and
here.
Daniel
It's,
are taking me.
it's wrong in my
Aaron's
mouth,
taking
but it's
me.
right on the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And the last one is me versus Pulda.
Oh.
That's
Sorry,
a rough
Eric.
one.
I'm going Eric.
No.
Oh, come on.
No. John, Pastor John, you have to go you.
I don't.
I'm going you then.
Wow! I have no faith in me winning. I lost and I had 150, and it's only downhill from
You have a
there.
better team than Eric anyway. You need to go you.
I am.
No, he had some people on
I'm
by,
going
I think,
John.
this last week.
I'm going John.
Wow! Do you guys actually believe I'm going to win a game?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Against
Why?
Eric, yeah.
Eckler is back.
He had one good week. Who
He's
did they
back.
play this week? Who did? I don't have my. I can't. I have no access to
Eckler's
electronics.
back. He'll
Who did
be
they
fine.
play? Who did
I don't
Eckler
know,
play?
but
Who did San Diego play?
I don't
this
remember.
last week,
Yeah.
I don't remember who they played.
So
San
you're.
Diego played the Bears. The Chargers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. They're not playing the Bears this
Doesn't
week.
matter. Eckler's back.
If you
All
say
right,
so.
there we go. Those are the water bets.
That's what we got.
Stay tuned shortly. The water bet video will be with the bucket water bet will be soon.
Yeah.
Plus, I get both of you. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Nathan, you're gonna have to record on my
Man.
phone so that I can.
Darn it.
All right.
All righty. See you next time.
Like pause for a second.
Man.
Nathan, good job. You should, it is the mediocrest show on YouTube. That's it. That could be our tag. The Fox Valley Fancy Football Show. The mediocreest show on YouTube.
Brandon Steve was pretty good.
Nathan, you got to take him to ranting school because he did not yell or scream or anything. Rubbing your feet, he didn't even tease you at all.
Where's his record? What's his record?
But you gotta go at it. He burned Jason 15 times and didn't even play him.
But
all I gotta do is get him sold.
I know. A rant is when you lose. It's not when you win.
He's gotta do something. Something's gotta happen.
You're getting wet, so that's all I care about.
Yep.